What's up, y'all? This is really all back with another video. Yes, and today we must talk about something that is happening right now. Right now, as we stand, right now, as this video is getting posted, there is a trade pending with the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Golden State Warriors, the Atlanta Hawks, as well as the Houston Rockets, trying to shift powers in these four organizations. People been saying Clint Capela names out there, Andrew Wiggins names out there, D'Angelo Russell names is out there, as well as a lot of picks. And even they saying Milwaukee could potentially be in this trade scenario. We don't know. It could potentially be a 3 or 4-way team trade, or maybe even a extremely rare 5-team trade. We don't know. We just know that right now, D'Angelo Russell could potentially be on his way out of the Warriors and on his way to the Minnesota Timberwolves, as well as Clint Capela be out of Houston Rockets, but then again on his way to Atlanta. We do not know. You say, what's so special about this? What's special is that this could literally change the powers of these four teams. Say, why does this got you so on your toes? Because especially when it comes to Houston, if they trade Clint Capela, in my personal opinion, especially since one of my friends actually said this would happen a month ago, I believe that if the Houston Rockets trade Clint Capela, they are literally telling the world that they are out of the playoff picture. They are done being competitive right now, because honestly, I do not believe if they trade Clint Capela for these draft picks, they are not going to win this playoffs. And I know a lot of people been saying, they've always been the wild card. I believe they was the wild card in the playoffs. But now, if they lose even more depth, especially since they don't have them as much depth as they had in the past coming years, especially trying to challenge the Warriors, I believe that this could be it, especially if they trade Capela. I know they're saying they're going to try to farm these picks to try to get a wing player. Honestly, they can't get a wing player now. You must know that they can't just back-to-back trade. Well, they could back-to-back trade them, but I just don't think they would get an attractive market this fast. Now, in the sense of Minnesota, you say, what's so good about that then? I say, what's good about that is that if you get D'Angelo Russell, you are one more player away from getting the team that wanted to play together originally, especially since they are friends. And all you have to do is get Devin Booker. I know that would be a hard task, but now that team would be so much more attractive to Devin Booker to try to land him. And now you have to get the role players because you have a young core. D'Angelo Russell, I believe, could play with Karl-Anthony Towns, and Karl-Anthony Towns could play with D'Angelo Russell. So now this is your chance. It is no more excuses. Karl-Anthony Towns, there is no more excuses if they make this happen, because now you got a hooper. I've been crying all year for you, saying you need a hooper, and if they get you this player, you have a hooper, as well as Golden State getting Andrew Wiggins. And now I understand I am not a huge fan of Andrew Wiggins, but I believe his play style will be a lot more effective in Golden State, because with his play style, he would not have to be the star. There's something I say he's not, which means he would be elevated. You say why? Especially since you was the one being hateful. When you have Curry and Klay Thompson come back, as well as a pick that could potentially be number one, the expectations of you being a first and second option is very quickly dwindled, as well as you still having Draymond Green in the mix, which makes it where Andrew Wiggins, the responsibilities that he would have on that roster would be so much less, and kind of would be more similar to Harrison Barnes, which would be a rightful fit for Andrew Wiggins. Hawks, if they were to receive Clint Capela, like I said before, this would be the closest thing to them receiving Andre Drummond. Clint Capela is fourth in rebounds, what makes it very effective for Atlanta, because now they have a center that can play alongside with John Collins as well as Trae Young, which would be very effective in the pick and roll situation. You say, all right, what does that mean for the Atlanta Hawks going forth? This means now you understand who is your hoopers, you understand who is going to get you in the playoff, and you actually have a legit playoff run in your bank. Now, it's on y'all if y'all think y'all need one more star or two or whatever y'all want to do, because Clint Capela contract is pretty fat, especially since eventually you are going to have to pay John Collins some money. So now you have the decision. what do you do? And I think Atlanta is in a very great position because you still got your young guys potentially. You got Clint Capela, you got John Collins, you got Trae Young, and you have a team that can make the playoff run now. So now the cards is in your hand again. And Clint Capela, I would think, would play very effectively under Trae Young, especially since he played very effectively under James Harden and Russell Westbrook. So I believe that this player would work in this system because of his play style. So, with that being said, if you like today's video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You might say, why is there no intro? Why is there no outro? Because I have to upload this fast. Because you must hear this. Because this may and may not happen today. It may not even happen today. But you got to hear it. Ghosts!